the best scenarios I've ever seen are when the bassist and the drummer are so locked in and so Conehead, there's like no air between them. And you can tell in the room if that's going to happen.
Hey, Dan, can you just rewind for a second and explain that Conehead line to anybody who wasn't born
Who's younger than me?
1987? What you're talking about?
Yes. It's complicated because it involves both Saturday Night Live and hockey.
Do tell.
In 1980, the U.S. won the hockey in the Winter Olympics, and it was unlikely. It was not going to happen. The Russians were going to plaster us. We just knew this. But the miracle on ice, quote unquote, happened in 1980. And part of what that happened was a defense team, 3 players, who were so locked in and so knew each other and could finish each other's sentences and breaths, and like were just, the 3 of them were just a knot together and were impenetrable on the ice. And they referred to them as the Conehead defense, which was a reference to the Saturday Night Live sketch that was going on at the time that was the Coneheads, that was Dan Aykroyd and Jan Curtin and a few other people with a big rubber heads on, and they were weird and they had telepathy. Yes. And that was the joke. Was the Conehead defense. But so there is this thing that happens in bands where we can read each other's minds after we're doing it a while. And I feel like the best rhythm sections I played with, drum and bass, what I mean by that, are that they have locked in that way, and they've got that sort of mental connection with one another, and it's a magical thing. It really is a magical thing.
Now, for reference, I knew both of those things. The Coneheads movie in the early 90s was definitely regular rotation in our house with Chris Farley and David Spade and Michael McKean, who was phenomenal.
I fully cop to a 100% Gen X reference drop there. That was...
But also shout out to Miracle, the movie with Kurt Russell as the head coach.
Which was amazing.
Very good movie.
Amazing. Yeah, really good movie.
Sorry for interrupting.